Go to Expedition. Play on. Yeah. And then you just send me an invite.
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. A floor, come down, hotel.
Alright, now I gotta figure out how to rejoin. Oh, there we go.
Mike Giver,
How
come I need rest? No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they figure, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might
Austin, where are you? Are you coming to the broadcast?
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody
try again.
Revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it.
Hey, let me.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
Yeah, I have like 151 subs. Yeah, but I don't want to do Twitch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. Okay. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New England Patriots.
Well, I'll be getting the ball.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You just try to type in my
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10, just shy of the 30. Brady going to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Are you kidding me?
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it'll bring up third down.
It's
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Brady. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
Yeah,
it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
94.
A carry now for McKisson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm just focused. No. I'm not. I'm focused.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ready? 8, read.
54 miles. It's been a long day for you.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play.
Yep.
So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
That
No!
throw by Brady, incomplete.
No!
Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Curse you,
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know what Coach told me before. They always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut. Right there. 54. Right
watch
there.
This be another run if it's watch.
Hey, watch the ball.
Johnson on the counter. And that one blown up quickly.
Whatever.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Edelman.
Yes. No.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Brady. He'll buy some time right. Can't get away, and Brady will go down. Christian Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
No, what you doing?
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a...
I don't want to talk about it.
running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I was like, oh, guys, it's too late.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that would...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've watched watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go to Johnson again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Ow!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, 35 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Oh, my God.
At the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
Oh, God.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try.
Yeah, no kidding, Tony.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
You get my bubbles again?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Call it no gain on the dump off, then it's third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They run. This is Scarborough. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Come on, set. 60 out more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is Scarborough. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, no. It makes me nervous.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
60 Pittsburgh.
Again, it's Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, they're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Let's go. 60 or.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
I was going to say that.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
We got this.
I feel happy about that, but at the same time, not really.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Yeah, there's only 4 seconds left. Oh my goodness! Stop it! You're making me cringe. Stop it!
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort. I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Yeah, dude. All right, man.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's, as we say, so...
Broadcast.